This is Mustache On Music, and this is So Young.
Hey. Hi.
Word. So, young is a matter of perspective of how you look at it. How young is too young to grow a mustache?
I feel like once it grows out of your face, you're ready.
Good to go?
Probably.
Even if it's like one of those like dirty, like you're like just hitting puberty and it just...
I feel like that's a rite of passage, really.
I don't think you can put
The
an
teen
age.
stash, you know?
You didn't say good mustache.
That's true. Okay, that's a good answer then. So you guys are currently on tour, going.
We're from London, so it's just a show.
Just a little pop over,
Just a little
say
show.
hi.
Hi. Hey.
Okay. Well, your music, it's like to listen to it is really beautiful. Like the guitars and how everything is, but it's really the lyrics and the song titles are kind of a little bit more darker. Do you have to be in a certain mood to write your music like that?
No. I mean, I think. I think that my songwriting changes from year to year or whatever, but I mean, I got those dark thoughts always there, I guess. They're just always there. I tend to write my songs first and then I write the lyrics later.
Okay.
So usually like I'll write a melody or we'll jam out a song and the lyrics will come slowly and later. So yeah, maybe certain times I'm like more ready to write those on those dark themes.
Do you find it more like a form of therapy?
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty cathartic.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I feel good like yelling up there and writing them.
Yeah. If you guys had up mustaches, what mustaches would everybody have?
I would probably have a handlebar.
Yeah.
I have had a handlebar.
What do you consider a handlebar though? Because
Like-
I consider this a handlebar, and what you're
okay.
describing a horseshoe.
Okay. Well, I had always heard it described as a handlebar.
Okay.
I had always self-described it as a handlebar when I had one. But if you want to call it a horseshoe, that's okay. I mean, as long as that looks like Jake the Snake Roberts, I'm cool.
Sorry, I was getting a little aggressive there. When it comes to mustaches, sometimes
I gotta ask, have you ever been, there was, I don't know if there still is, but there was an annual festival north of Vaughan, Ontario, or north of Markham, sorry, called the Mustache Festival. It's like a big field party with bands and they burn.
No. Is
Man,
this
it's
still
like
happening?
Burning Man Festival, but
Yeah.
with mustaches.
Yeah, everybody comes with wearing a mustache. There's mustache contests and prizes.
I don't know why I've never heard of this.
Okay.
I feel like my life is unfulfilled as of yet. That's my new goal for next year.
Okay, Mustache Festival. Markham.
Okay, so horseshoe or handlebar, whatever you'd like to call it. How about everybody else? If I know you got two people in the band that are incapable of.
Oh,
growing
I don't know.
mustache.
I get a little. Sometimes I get a little hair here,
She gets a little greasy.
but it's not wanted.
mustache.
I get an unwanted mustache once in a while,
Okay.
but I don't really want one.
Yeah.
Milk?
Alright.
Not against them, just not my
Oh,
thing.
milk mustache.
Milk mustache. That's a good one. Yeah, that's the only.
I like the
mustache
little like the pencil line.
The John Waters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, classic.
So you're a pretty big activist in. I use activist as a word. I don't know if you would say that, but in London for like for female fronted bands and like just not straight white guys, right? Like I read an interview where you mentioned something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't call myself an activist, but I'm definitely an advocate, and I'm loud about it, I guess you could say. I'm vocal about how I feel about the male-dominated music scene.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call myself an activist. I feel like I don't do anything worth calling an activism because it's kind of just like my own feelings and thoughts. Like I'm not involved in the activism scene in London. So I feel like it's unfair to activists to call me an activist.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm definitely a feminist and I'm vocal about it.
Okay. What do you think is stopping? What's that barrier from stopping like females and women from getting out there and starting bands and wanting to?
There isn't. I don't think there's like one thing, but I think one of the hardest things about getting into music as a woman is just like people. I think it's hard to get into music in general, and then it's especially hard if you're a woman. So, like if you're just scared to do it, and people aren't welcoming and are interested in like being welcoming to you, then that's really difficult. And it feels like the scene is more hostile towards women. Like it's just harder to find support.
Okay.
I think, and so like within a music scene, I think supporting women when they do start bands or when women are coming to shows, like making space for them is really important. On a grand scheme of things, like probably just equality would help.
Yeah. Well, even as like two males in the band, do you see the hostility towards the band at all?
I don't see any hostility towards our band.
No.
No, I
See
don't.
it towards women. Yeah.
It's funny because sometimes you'll, go to a show and it seems like it's almost built as a show of musicians who are women or women who are musicians, and it doesn't really need to. You don't really need to make an effort to be like, oh, and we're having a ladies show tonight. Like just be equal, spread it around. Patterson and Lori are both involved in a really cool program in London called Girls Rock Camp that encourages girls from. How young would your students be?
9. 8.
What, like about 15 or
8
so?
to 16?
Young?
8 to 15.
They're young.
They're so young.
They're so young.
It's a really cool
They're
program.
So good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where would somebody go to find out about that? Is there like a website? Or?
Yeah, we have a Facebook group and a website. It's both called London Girls Rock Camp.
Okay. London Girls Rock Camp.
Check it out.
Check it out.
If you guys could together agree on a mustache that described the set of So Young, what would the mustache of So Young be?
Breezy?
Oh, definitely greasy.
Untrimmed. Like hanging over the
Unkept.
lips.
There'd be
You know?
cheesies in there.
Like, when your dad has a big mustache and it's like not trimmed and he's like eating soup and he just gets stuck in there, and your mom's like, trim your mustache, and he's like, no, like that. I feel. Do you guys? Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay. And if people wanted to Google you or find out where you're gonna play or where they find their music, what would they put into Google if they want to find you?
I mean, So Young band, I guess.
We're So Young London.
So Young London.
Okay.
So yeah, if you type in So Young, you're gonna get diapers. There's like a diaper company called So Young.
That's unfortunate.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
not-
only about 4 links from the top of Google if you Google So
Yeah.
Young.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just So Young?
Yeah, just So Young.
Then
We're like
just Google So
4th,
Young.
maybe 5th down.
Okay. So Young, count 4, then click that one. Don't even read the description of the link. Just click it, and then you'll get these guys. This was-
Facebook.com/So Young London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Good one.
Yeah. He knows it.
Social media savvy.
He doesn't even have Facebook.
Well, this was Mustache on Music on So Young.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, guys.